Most people think that real discipline that will lead them to success is waking up earlier than everyone else, hitting the gym, or consuming endless motivational content. They believe that if they just follow these routines, wealth will come naturally. But none of this really works. Discipline alone is not enough. Money doesn't care if you're up at 5 a.m. or running 10 kilometers every morning. Here's the simple truth. The discipline that actually creates wealth is quiet, consistent, and strategic. It's boring. It's intentional. And it's always focused on creating real value. Running, watching motivational videos, posting on social media, checking off productive tasks. None of these bring money to your account. They give the illusion of progress. You feel like you're doing everything right. You're disciplined, motivated, and productive. But after months, maybe years, you look at your bank account and realize nothing changed. Most people live in this cycle, busy, exhausted, and financially stagnant. Meanwhile, people who understand real money-making discipline operate differently. They are always 2 steps ahead. Take Max, for example. He used to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. He ran for an hour, hit the gym, read motivational quotes, and journaled every morning. He felt disciplined, productive, proud. But in reality, he was spending energy without building financial value. He was doing work, not creating leverage. Then he shifted his focus from effort to impact. He asked himself, where can I put my time and energy so that it multiplies instead of just being spent? The first step he took was investing in knowledge that pays off. He focused on books, articles, and lessons that directly impacted his career and investments. He studied successful people, not for inspiration, but to understand their systems and decision-making. Next, he worked on networking with intention. He stopped connecting with everyone and instead sought people who were already where he wanted to be. Conversations, mentorship, partnerships, all aimed at creating real opportunities. He also invested in himself strategically. Skills, certifications, courses, anything that could increase his earning potential. He avoided distractions that offered temporary pleasure but no long-term return. Finally, he started tracking results. Weekly reviews of income, skill progress, and opportunities ensured that every action had purpose. Suddenly, discipline was no longer effort for effort's sake. It became intentional action that creates money. Look at some of the world's most successful people. Warren Buffett spends hours every day reading and thinking. He doesn't chase motivation. He studies businesses and investment opportunities, compounding knowledge into wealth. Elon Musk structures his time around the highest leverage tasks. He doesn't rely on hype or motivation. He focuses on actions that directly multiply results. Local business owners I've observed, those who implement simple, repeatable systems, planning, client management, tracking revenue, grow faster than those working hard but randomly. The pattern is clear. Wealth grows for those who compound disciplined, intentional actions over time. There are 3 main types of discipline that create money. First, financial discipline. Track every expense. Avoid debt traps and impulsive spending. Save and invest consistently, even in small amounts. Wealth grows silently when money is managed intelligently. Second, skill discipline. Learn and practice abilities that generate income. Daily improvement and mastery over time create leverage in the market. Third, attention discipline. Protect your focus. Avoid distractions, hype, and content that doesn't provide long-term value. Your attention is a finite resource. Spend it on what builds real wealth. Each type of discipline multiplies the others. Investing in yourself without controlling spending wastes potential. Controlling money without skills limits income. Discipline without focus dissipates energy. Here's how you can start applying this today. Audit your actions. Track how you spend each hour and every dollar. Identify energy-wasting routines. Choose high-leverage skills. What can you do daily to increase your income in the next 6 to 12 months? Commit to deliberate practice. Build systems for compounding. Set up automatic investments, scheduled skill-building sessions, and weekly networking outreach. Measure progress consistently. Ask yourself weekly, did my actions create value, or were they just busy work? Adjust your systems instead of chasing temporary motivation. Protect your attention. Limit time on social media, entertainment, and activities that don't provide long-term returns. Avoid distractions that break momentum. Money grows quietly. Skills grow quietly. Investments grow quietly. Distractions grow loudly. Everyone is drawn to excitement, hype, and instant gratification. Real discipline is choosing the long-term path when it's boring. No flashy morning routines, no motivational spikes, no grind culture drama. Just small, repeated, intentional actions that compound into wealth over months and years. Some daily habits of consistently wealthy people include checking finances every morning, reading 30 to 60 minutes daily on income-increasing topics, reaching out to one valuable connection per week, investing small amounts consistently, and avoiding purchases that impress others rather than benefit themselves. These habits are simple, often boring, but they work. They build systems. They create leverage. They make money. The discipline that makes money is not about early wake-ups, cold showers, extreme productivity hacks, or random motivational content. It is about creating value consistently, investing in yourself and your knowledge, building systems that multiply effort, controlling your habits and attention, and staying patient and committed over time. Follow this path, and you won't just be disciplined. You'll be financially free. The world rewards those who repeat small, deliberate actions consistently, not those chasing intensity, hype, or temporary motivation. This is the real discipline that makes money, and maybe that's the part nobody talks about. Money doesn't respond to emotion. It doesn't care about motivation. It doesn't react to how hard something feels. It responds to alignment. When your time, your attention, and your actions move in the same direction, results start to move too. Not instantly, not loudly, but consistently. And at some point, you look back, and the gap between who you were and who you are becomes impossible to ignore. That's when you realize discipline was never about suffering. It was about direction. If this gave you clarity, stay close. There's more coming.